Hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another video, and today we are in Black Ops Cold War, except this time, run it with a bit of a twist. The twist? Well,
You have your
knife.
orders, strike team. Investigate the site. Contain the threat.
Okay, so, time for an actual intro. So, hello everybody, welcome back to yet another video. So, today we are playing with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, favourite game of this year so far. I'm saying so far because obviously the day this comes out, Cyberpunk 2077 comes out. So I guess we'll find out. Anyway, so what we're doing today is we are doing the knife only challenge. Basically, I am allowed to only attack and kill zombies using the knife. This means I can't use my fists as much as I'd love to. I can't use a gun to damage them in any way. I can shoot guns, I just can't use it to damage zombies, which means I'm going to try and do the whole die Easter egg, but that's going to be a little bit difficult. Also other things, throwables such as stun grenades and stuff like that I'm allowed to use. The only thing is I'm not allowed to go ahead and kill them. So say I go ahead and use a lethal, say Molotov cocktail, those are illegal. Grenades are illegal, tomahawks are illegal, but say you use a stun grenade and it bounces off a zombie and does a teeny tiny bit of damage, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so we got our rules set, let's see how we get on then. So obviously, first couple of rounds, they're pretty easy, they're not too much of a hassle. I'll probably be skipping through right around now to, well, round 6, which is when I usually put on the power. Okay, so, moving on to round 6. Now, whole plan for this is go ahead and kill every last zombie, excluding one. And then we'll move on to go ahead and hopefully get on the power and get the pack-a-punch machine running, so obviously we can get this up. Anything interesting happens, like first megaton, first dog round, or, you know, perks, whatever. Major points of interest we will skip, because otherwise it's going to be the same sort of thing of me running around, grouping them all up, and then just slicing them one at a time, which is slow as hell when you've only got a knife. But you know, you can't really choose in this case. So go ahead and take care of these dudes. Looks like we've got another couple coming in from the distance. Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. God, they don't have wine. So how is everybody? You all having a great time? Tell you what, it's been a bit of an interesting week. It's kind of annoying because I normally would, well, yeah, be doing news bites lately, but there's currently construction going on at the house, which kind of makes recording at that time in the morning kind of impossible for now. So I'm going to try and work out if there's a workaround that I can do to avoid the construction work, but for the most part, it's going to become hard to do news bites in the meantime. Because when I say this construction work, I mean it is quite literally outside my window. I'm on the ground floor, I mean literally outside my window. There are workmen walking past with bricks and everything else, so yeah, it's going to take a while before I can go ahead and record news bites properly. I might move it to a different day, I'm not sure yet, but in the meantime, that's sort of what's going on there. Okay, anyway, so we've gone ahead and killed almost all the zombies, including one. We're going to move on to go ahead and get the power. Just go ahead and do that now. Make sure that zombie keeps following us so they don't despawn and spawn somewhere else. I mean, they might, doesn't really matter. All that does matter is that we go ahead and get this power on. Because once we got the power on, we can use Pack-a-Punch machine. Pack-a-Punch is great because, you know, it means that your weapon does a lot more damage. Yes, I accidentally slashed it rather than trying to open the door. Anyway, so we got power on, which is great. We finally got that sorted out. Now the next thing that we actually need to go and do is go into the Dark Aether, is it called? I think it's called the Dark Aether.
Stabilization restored. Anomaly generated.
Okay, that is anomaly generated. We'll jump into the Dark Aether, and then we will hopefully get the Pack-a-Punch machine. Okay, anomaly generated. Let's go and get that Pack-a-Punch machine. Now, it's kind of weird with the whole Dark Aether and the travelling between dimensions. It's kind of a pain. It's kind of not. Now, there is one small thing. I'd normally do the Coffin Dance Easter egg to get bonus stuff, but there's a small problem with the Coffin Dance Easter egg. You kind of need a gun to do it. The obvious problem being that I don't have a gun, because what normally happens is a load of orbs spawn all around the room, and you have to shoot them in order to, you know, trigger the Easter egg. The problem is one of them is all the way up in the corner, another one's actually up the map as well, so you can't really hit them with a knife. which means I'm going to have to go ahead and deal without it. It's kind of a pain, it could be worse, it could be better, but we will deal with it anyway.
What happened? Satellite malfunction?
Okay, go ahead and upgrade my knife to at least uncommon whilst I'm here, because whilst I can't go ahead and do that Coffin Daisy stroke, what I can do is upgrade other stuff. Okay, that is McStabby ready. We'll go ahead and deal with this dude, and I think next will be a dog round. Round 7. Fight. Okay. Right, we'll go ahead and come up here. Nice and open. It's quite nice on this chilly day in the middle of Poland. Obviously well known for its Nazi zombies. Poland, please don't cancel me. Oh, I'm terrible. I'm actually terrible. Anyway, now dogs, they present a new challenge, whereas people, they just run straight towards you. Dogs leap at you, which kind of makes knifing them a little bit difficult, because whereas normally you could just, you know, shoot them in the air. Knifing them mid-air is pretty difficult, especially if you're trying to not get hit by them. It's not impossible, it's just not very pleasant, which is sort of the issue here. So for now, I think the main focus is going to be just like survive. Don't get killed by dogs, preferably. If we do get killed by dogs, then... well, that's problematic, okay? Okay, right. We've got enough to go ahead and pack a punch with a knife, so we'll go ahead and pack a punch it, and then we will deal with the last dog. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, that's going back here with the whole damaging people with stun grenades and that lot. The whole spirit of the challenge really is, it's a one weapon only challenge. It's not necessarily... the whole, if you do it with anything else, you're instantly disqualified. Like the whole spirit of, you must use the knife and the knife alone. Okay. Right, so. Now that's out the way. We are now on to round 8. A little bit under our midway point in terms of rounds. But however, the first time that we run into a new challenge, Megaton. Now Megaton isn't like other zombies in the fact that he can actually take a few hits. But the lucky thing is a nuke spawned straight away, which... as you may or may not know, it takes away about half of Megaton's health. Which means he's now going to split into 2 different... no, Megaton halves. They're a pain in the rear. They have a bit of a delay before you can start damaging them, so obviously you want to damage them as much as possible whilst they're splitting. Because once they're split, that's when they start attacking, and that's when they become an actual pain in the rear to deal with. You've got the Megaton Blaster and the Megaton Bomber. One of them basically shoots 3 blasts at you, and one of them throws like a radioactive bomb that just leaves an area, well, irradiated for a while. I think it's the bomber that does the radiation, and I think it's the blaster that... yeah, it is. It's the blaster that goes ahead and shoots several shots at you. Now, the bomber luckily managed to deal with him straight away, because thankfully when they split, I managed to get a couple of knives in. Now, the difficulty is going to be dealing with that blaster without, you know, getting killed, because there's also other zombies that are trying to get you. And he's down. Now, I think he did drop his keycard, but I think it sort of fell outside the map, which is kind of annoying when it falls straight through into a tree, into a place that's unreachable. That keycard is important for other reasons, and sort of buggered me over in the long run. But, oh well. Anyway. So after dealing with him, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves some Juggernog. We're also going to hopefully go into the Aether and get the Aether scope. This isn't what I'd like to do. I'd like to have the die machine on, you know, round 9, but there is only so much you can do when Megaton decides to just not play ball. Okay, we're going to pop into the Aether. I'm going to go and get the Aether scope. Now, this is a weird thing that essentially detects anomalies and other stuff. The problem with it is it's in 3 separate parts inside of the Dark Aether. The problem being with these 3 different parts inside the Dark Aether, well, it's quite simple. That's when you grab one of these parts, oh boy, that's a lot of dogs. Yeah, every time you grab one, it spawns like, I think, 5 or 6 dogs, which isn't too bad, but it's still kind of problematic when you've got to grab 3 parts in rapid succession if you want to do it in a single trip, because, you know, you want to do it in a single trip. It's quicker if you can do it that way. So just run out here, try and get through here, and we're into our next portal, which will take us all the way down to the pack punch room, well, just beside it, where the final Aether scope are. So it'll be 3 parts. And now the great difficulty in, okay, we have the Aether scope. We just have the teeny tiny problem of dealing with 1,000,001 dogs. So trying to knife a few as we go ahead and teleport back in. And holy hell, you can probably see pretty much all of them lighting up the mini-map there. Oh, God damn it. Move, stab! Nope. Okay, how many we got? Looks like 6 or 7 left on the map. Come on. More. And see, the problem with the play counts is that on the one hand, they're pretty scary. They jump at you. They do a lot of damage. They also blow up and go ahead, leave gas around, which can damage both you and zombies. I don't think it damages other play counts. But it's like you kill lots of them, you leave gas everywhere, and you continue to take damage because obviously you're walking through that gas. Come on. Okay, just want to kill that last play count without killing the last zombie because I'd like to go ahead and grab some perks. Come on. Okay, play count down. Okay. I think, for definite, that's probably all the play counts. Anyway, so we'll build the aphid-scope, get that out of the way, and then we will carry on with the challenge after getting stamina.
From the director. We are to shut down the dimensional breach in an effort to contain the spread. Suggestions?
You see, I'd like to do this, but as I'm about to discover, oh yeah, Megaton either didn't drop a keycard or dropped it outside the map. Either way, I can't do the Easter egg right now. Anyway, a little bit later on, after go ahead and getting Elemental Pop, which will be the last perk that we really need to maximize the knife's damage. Now, Elemental Pop, it doesn't actually increase your damage. What it does do is roll a random chance of you possibly getting an ammo mod. Now, this doesn't really matter with fire, ice, and electricity because either way, the knife's a one-hit kill. What it does matter with, though, is brain rot, which is basically when you go ahead and stab a zombie or hit a zombie like you normally would with a gun, there is a chance that that zombie will temporarily become an ally. And when they become an ally, they can essentially just knock out zombies one by one. Now, it is time limited, but it will help in the long run as long as, it works out. And it does work out, eventually. It just takes a while for it to actually take effect, because I think it rolls a random chance every time you attack something. So, let's say you get a hit on a zombie, it will roll a random chance and say, yes or no, you are getting an ammo effect, and it will roll, of course, which ammo effect you're getting. Or it rolls just randomly and it's either mod 1, 2, 3 or 4 or nothing. I don't know quite how the rolling system for it works, but either way, it's pretty damn nice. Come on. And yeah, kill a zombie, get the nuke, and we are done with round 11. Now, later on, after pretty much towards the end of round 12, we can finally do the first most important thing, double packing. Now, traditionally, if you play the older Black Ops, you may remember, pack punching, you can only pack punch it once. Well, the new ones, you can double pack, which means you can go ahead and pack punch your weapon multiple times before you have to, multiple times before you'll go ahead and run out of stuff to do. Which means that you can go ahead and make your weapon do a lot more damage in the long run. As you can see, it's doing like 8,500 damage right now. That is not an insignificant amount, and it will help a absolute ton in the long run. Now, the next thing that we really want to do is upgrade the weapon's rarity again, because weapon's rarity, it's, what you want to call it, essentially just acts like another damage hit, another thing that makes you do more or less damage. I still don't have quite enough scrap to do it, but we'll probably skip forwards now to a little bit later on, because there's a lot that goes on in the meantime. Oh yeah, also go ahead and pick up the die. Which means that the next thing that I actually want to do, because of course at some point in the previous rounds another Megaton must have spawned, we're going to want to go ahead and get the die. Now, what is the die? Basically, imagine the gravity gun from Half-Life just on roids, and I mean serious roids. But of course, we can't do that until we actually, unlock it and do it. Now, in order to get the die, if any of you have played, I think it would be Mob of the Dead. You know how there were dogs around where you have to go ahead and kill zombies in order to go ahead and feed the dogs to get the really cool tomahawks? Well, this one's a little bit similar, but a little bit different. Essentially, the die is wedged in a little closet or whatever. You have to turn it on with the remote, and then get a load of zombies to walk into it. We'll go ahead and show this off now. So this thing is now going to suck the zombie souls straight through that door. Anything that gets past that, we're just going to have to kill manually, which is a bit of a pain. Not ideal, but hey, it needs to be done. Okay. So the die is now ready to fire. I'm assuming what probably happened is that when the die spawns in, it spawns in with no ammunition, which will be the reason why you need to go ahead and fill it up to the max before you can go ahead and fire it off. Now, we will not be using the die to damage zombies. I was hoping to use it for the Easter egg, but like I said, rounds got a little bit too late and it just became a bit impossible to do the Easter egg in any reasonable manner of time. Go ahead and get rid of the last few zombies, pull him forward so he stays out of the way, fire off the die, and it has just got ahead and blow the door off. Now this is the die.
Decompressive isotopic estrangement machine.
Leave it to the Germans to go ahead and create us a wonder weapon that literally spells out die.
Shockwave blast. It is troubling, Reaver.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and blow that off. And what we're also going to do is run to this end, and we're going to go ahead and suck this canister over to us. Now, this is useful for those of you that are wondering how you get ammo mods for the die. There is a bit of another issue that I didn't really take into account. Under the cockpit of the plane, the crash site, there is a little fuse that you're supposed to get for part of the ammo mod for the die. The thing is, I haven't quite figured out how you'd be able to really get it. Because you need to shoot the box that it sat in order to do it, but if you can't shoot the box because you don't have the gun, how are you supposed to open it? More issues like this that I hadn't really thought about. Anyway, for now we'll just go ahead and focus on the Plaguehound gas canister. Canister which we went ahead and sucked over us, we've gone ahead and put it into a little air purifier thingy over here, which is basically going to go ahead and suck Plaguehound gas inside of it, which then gets turned into that. Now you'd normally put this into one of the little ammo box looking things that are scattered throughout the map, and you'll get an ammunition mod for the die. It's just the thing about this is, well, I didn't quite get around to this because, as you may notice, the rounds are really starting to get a bit high, and there's a problem with when the rounds get a little bit high when you've got nothing but a knife. The problem is you have nothing but a knife. Anyway, by now we've already triple packed it, but what we're going to do is a bit more of the Easter egg, which is going to probably help some of you who are interested.
I imagine that computer stores useful information, assuming you can hack it.
Okay, so we need a password for the computer. In order to do this, you need to grab Dr. Vogler's diary, and around the place there's going to be anomalies like this. Now these three, which I'm going to do now, are going to be the ones that you need to do for the Easter egg. So you go ahead and run up to it, trigger the anomaly, give it a second to process, press F again, give him his diary. Oh bugger, I've got to walk straight past my app, which is essentially the Megaton Overlord. He's kind of terrifying. Because the third one is in the pack punch room. So the first one is down there, you know, right next to the medical bay. Next one after that is hidden in the trial room, and the third one is here in the pack punch room. Right, let's go ahead and deal with my hey! Stab. As you can see, the knife is now a lot more powerful. It was doing 8,500 damage, it's now doing 26,400. That's because, one, it has now increased its rarity to, I think it'd be epic, this one, which is basically pink. And then it's also been triple packed, so now it does a hecking ton of damage. It's also got the, I think it's called the Brain Rot Ammo mod, which is obviously the one that hopefully triggers zombies into being allies. I've also got Elemental Pop to double that, and I decided to go ahead and grab all the perks because I am just rolling in cash at the moment. But will that save me? Will it not? I guess we are about to go ahead and find out very shortly. Okay, so starting the round off, it looks like we've got a bunch of zombies which are spawning quickly. We'll go ahead and try and take care of as many as we can. Bloody hell. See the minimap lighting up. Oh no, not Megaton. Okay, things just got a lot more complicated. Now the problem with Megaton is the fact that he's very disruptive and he can cause a lot of issues. in the fact that he really does just tear your armor apart for some reason. I don't know what it is. If he hits you even once, your armor just like it just gets shattered. So he's going to be a bit of an issue there. We will find a way around it, but for now let's try and get a couple of stabs in because we need that. Damn it. That didn't work out as much as I planned. On the plus side, we managed to go ahead and stun quite a few zombies, so hopefully that'll do something. You can see there, taking off a good third of his health still, despite this being round 25. I was hoping to go ahead and get him then. Okay, keep him coming, keep him coming. Go ahead and throw another stun grenade. Try and go ahead and get Megaton now. Okay, Megaton spudding. Let's try not getting trapped right whilst there's a whole horde of zombies running at me. Right, keep it coming, keep it coming. Nope. Play down. Nope. Bad zombies, bad zombies. Come on. Okay, that's Megaton a little bit lower in health. Kind of annoying when you've got this many zombies to deal with and you can barely see anything due to Megaton blowing up everything in front of you. Okay. More zombies getting down. It'd be nice if we could take out the play counts because those are also pretty big damage dealers. Oh, nice, extra armor. That is going to help in the long run. Okay, keep going. Megaton didn't quite take him down, but he is down to, I think, what, third health it looked? See if we can get this one. No! No! We missed! God damn it! Okay. Right, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. No, 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 no. Don't get caught. Come on. Nope, nope. Oh no, I'm caught! Oh no, I'm caught! No, no, no! God damn it. Right, give him a second to run away. And revive. Okay, we've just lost half our perks, which is going to be a bit of a problem because we've also lost Jug. Oh, bugger. This is not going well. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. And alas, we failed. And there you go. 24 rounds survived, died on round 25, was hoping to at least get to round 30, but you know, we all make mistakes. But yes, that was the knife challenge, and that is where we are going to go ahead and call today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. But anyway, like the video, like it, dislike any thoughts or questions, leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to check out my Facebook, Twitch, Patreon, and Discord page, all of which you can find in the description down below. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell for more content from me. As always, this is the 117th Con, signing off. Stay safe out there, folks, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, ta-ra, take care, and have a brilliant day. And more to the point, enjoy Cyberpunk 2077. Now it is finally out. Unless they delayed it again between me making this and this going up.